Ron Robertson lost his lifelong battle with type 1 diabetes on July 28, 2018. Type 1 is very different than type 2 in the fact that the pancreas does not create insulin and you are completely insulin dependent. It is not a juvenile thing, although that is normally when the disease shows itself. It is an autoimmune disease that shows no rhyme or reason, no justification, no mercy, and completely disregard for its sufferer's daily routine. Every minute, every day, including nights, weekends, major and minor holidays, sick days, vacations, and days when you just don't feel like doing anything, type 1 diabetes demands your constant and immediate attention. There are no breaks, no days off, no time to throw up your hands and just say, I quit. Countless daily finger sticks, measuring and evaluating every food or drink consumed, inserting a needle into your stomach every 3 days to reinsert your insulin pump, wondering if that extra flight of stairs will be enough to make your blood sugar drop, having to delay eating or going to sleep because you've experienced a high or low and you have got to get that corrected before either can be done. And it's not just the regular daily struggles, it's the long-term effects as well as those brutal slap in the face for anyone that receives this awful diagnosis. It can mean neuropathy, passing out from low blood sugar, skin rashes, coma, your body becoming toxic from blood sugar that gets too high, kidney failure, need for transplant, stroke, clogging of the arteries because of medications, bleeding behind the eyes, sores that just won't ever heal, and even death. I'm sure there are many other issues that are a direct result from this awful disease, but these are just the ones that Ron himself suffered with. But if you were ever around Ron, you would have never heard him complain. Many people did not even know that he had medical issues because he always treated each day as it was a gift and felt lucky to be alive. He managed and controlled his disease as well as humanly possible from his diagnosis at the age of 12. To say he fought this disease as hard as he could up until the very end would be a very gross understatement. Until the last month of his life, Ron remained in his position as an attorney for the state of West Virginia and completely and utterly invested in his son Sam's life, including volunteering countless hours for this basketball program. Committed and dedicated are the only ways to describe the way Ron served the Point Pleasant Junior-Senior High School basketball program. Through coaching, running our clock, keeping stats booked for our video league on Sundays, every Sunday, never failed, he was there if you needed him, and for keeping the book for his son's games throughout the years. And any other way he felt like he could step in and help, Ron loved this program and thoroughly enjoyed being around the game and the people involved. He didn't do it out of obligation or to gain favor or a pat on the back. In fact, he preferred to stay in the background and watch his hard work come to fruition. He lived and breathed whatever activity Sam was involved in and threw himself into it wholeheartedly. Sam could be playing water polo and Ron would have learned all the rules and been right there at every event. That's just the kind of man he was. He would be so proud and humbled at the turnout and the attention given to the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation tonight. His hopes and dreams was there would be a cure, and the only way to find such a cure is research through foundations like this. But now it's time to turn the attention to basketball and the program and the boys that he loves so dearly. We aren't promised our tomorrows. We aren't even guaranteed the next hour. So as Ron would say to Sam and the rest of the boys before every game they played, play hard, boys. Have fun.
Thank you for coming out tonight. My name is Josh Williams, head coach, boys varsity basketball. Just fortunate and blessed to cross paths with Ron several years ago. The words that I use tonight doesn't even do the man justice. He just loved this program, and we thank you dearly for all the contributions and times that he put in. One thing I'll say about Ron is he was very giving of his time and himself. He always put the needs of everybody else in front of his own. And we try to model that in our program. If we can be just like Ron Robertson, and be servants and give of our time and of ourselves to the needs of others, we'll be in good shape. I just keep it brief and just want to say it's been a blessing to meet him and know his wife for a long time. And if you never got a chance to meet a man like Ron Robertson, you can find a good example in the son he left behind. So thank you guys for coming out, and appreciate all the support.
My name is Cody Greathouse. I'm the assistant coach here for Point Pleasant basketball. I can attest, knowing Ron wasn't from here, as much time as he put into the program, I can assure you he was one of the most selfless, loving men that I've ever met in my entire life. I can also say, I don't have kids yet, but when I do, I hope that I leave an effect on my son or daughter as he did on Sam. And I can assure you that Sam is a direct reflection of what Ron stood for and what he represented as a man. I can't, just as Coach Williams said, words cannot can't put my thoughts out here. They can't express how much love I have for that man, how much he did for our program. Hopefully tonight we raise some money for a good cause, and we live every day the best way we can. Thank you.
Normally we do a dash for cash, but Fairchild made a great suggestion that maybe we would donate that money to childhood diabetes in Ron Robertson's name, who passed away recently. Ron was a great person and loved basketball, and so we decided that we would add another $250, $500 to that, and then talked with the principal, Billy Cottrell, and so he decided that they give $1 from each ticket sales tonight to match what we've given, and then you all, the participants, have donated tonight, and so I'm happy to say that we will donate $1,200 to childhood diabetes in Ron Robertson's name. His wife Sarah's here, and son Sam. Sam's a basketball player, but he's a little under the weather, not able to play right now, but I assure you he will be back. I have Missy Thomas from Ohio Valley Bank, Kathy Bowser, Rochelle Davis, and Corey Fetty. So I don't know if you guys want to say anything, but we will be sending a check for $1,200 to childhood diabetes in Ron's name. And we thank you. We want to thank you for being so supportive and also donating to that cause to help make the $1,200. So let's enjoy the second half and hope we'll have a great game. And so far it's been pretty good. Thank you.